KDB has been the best for me, and to me, he's the top.
But we love Arsenal,
Yeah,
for sure.
we love Arsenal. Trossard probably has been performing consistently every match.
Can you imagine Hurricane striker, word scam, left Musiala, right Olise? My god. It's Goliath versus Goliath.
Yeah.
Barca is favorites to win the whole goddamn competition.
The way they fluidly move the ball, Frankie de Jong's at his best again.
PSG.
Oh.
The revelations after Barca,
Yeah.
maybe the biggest revelation story of the
Yeah.
season.
And they invested in talent.
And they worked out so well. Luis Enrique, I'm so happy for the man.
Their first seasons they have done so well. I think it comes down to Flick, Enrique and Slot.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the second episode of the official Offside Antics podcast. As you all know, I'm Sid and this is
Hito, and welcome to the channel after a long time.
After a long time we are in a podcast.
Yeah.
So we hope actually you have enjoyed all the videos in between, especially the live streams. And today our topic will be on the Champions League.
Champions League, yeah.
So we all know the Champions League is starting off this week. Big matches.
Finally.
After a long time. And we are all excited. So we'll deep dive into each and every match. But before that, let's talk about something that happened this past week. It affected you mainly. It kind of affected me as well.
One of the greatest players in the Premier League. To me at least, the best City player.
I agree.
The best City
Even
player.
as a United fan, he gets into my all-time 11.
Definitely.
In the post.
He gets in any team.
Exactly. So Kevin De Bruyne announced he's leaving City.
Yeah. Actually, I got to know it from you.
I texted him. It was in the afternoon or in the evening that. Did you see City?
I was in my bed and I was thinking, what should I do? I should edit like videos for the upcoming week. And then suddenly he texted me that KDB is leaving. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I told him go and check your Insta, man.
Yeah.
And boom, big news.
One of the worst news that I've heard, because he is the person that I got in the football. I started watching football because of him actually, because you see the brilliance of KDB, and he has been the best player in at least City, if not the Premier League. To me, he's the best player I have seen in the Premier League. I'm young. I have not seen Gerrard. I have not seen Lampard at their peak. So KDB has been the best for me, and to me, he's the top. He's the top.
And I guess it's for Guardiola as well, as we've seen in the clip, the famous clip. He goes and hugs him and tells him we have done it.
So he is not. He's not from this world, I would say. The way he sees the game, the confidence to execute the pass as well. Not even thinking about the pass. Everybody thinks let's make a pass, but then executing it as well.
And plus, he's a game changer. When we used to see De Bruyne on the pitch, we were like, okay, fine, he's there, he'll make a difference. Yeah, and he used to.
He was inevitable. He whenever he's on the pitch, something will happen, and probably because of him, it will happen.
And people always bring up the Bruno and De Bruyne debate. I don't think it's a debate at all.
It's not
even as a United fan, I love Bruno, but he's not.
I mean, his story as well, like a kid whose parents left him.
Friends left him. His parents left him. He had lost his best friend.
He has lost his best friend.
Rejected by Chelsea.
Yeah, went to Wolfsburg. Proved himself.
And then we all know.
Came to City. I mean, thank God Pellegrini, man. Thank God he signed KDB, man.
So he'll leave a big hole, and he's supposed to get a statue as it deserved.
Like people are saying that Aguero got replaced by Haaland. Not for replacement. So KDB is someone that is not replaceable. Watts is not going to replace KDB. Nobody will be able to replace KDB.
Whoever comes in will be good, but not cope. KDB.
We'll cope. We will never be able to replace KDB. Probably once in a generation talent.
So this generation is coming to an end. Before our eyes, the players we used to love and support and watch.
This proves that we are getting old. That we are getting old. Like Yamal is younger than us. Bellingham is probably our age. So it is. We are slowly reaching that point.
Reality check. And even after that, we saw Müller leaving Bayern.
That was like Müller leaving Bayern.
He is Bayern.
Yeah.
Then we have Hummels retiring.
Yeah.
So many of our childhood heroes.
Like I realized a little earlier that Rashford is 28.
Yeah. He was a star boy not long ago.
We call him kid still.
Him and Mbappe are almost the same age. They are so much older now. We used to think, they're just our age or younger than us, but no. So big changes in the world of football.
Like we said in our previous episode, the football is getting the newer generation is coming in.
The whole of football is rebuilding.
Yeah,
you could say that, because not just our teams.
And to be fair, it is probably one of the worst seasons in the Premier League to look at least. There's no good football. We watched the derby yesterday.
My
both of us.
God.
Yeah, we probably fell asleep in between the match.
I don't blame the viewers calling it boring or leaving in between. We wanted to leave in
Yeah,
between.
I wanted to switch off. I wanted to switch off and just leave.
Yeah, I was already tired that day, and watching them play was like, my God, why?
There was no quality, there was no intent, there was nothing. I felt like Pep and Amorim had a drink in their
Yeah,
dressing
we
room.
were discussing. They just decided like, let's just end it.
Yeah, there's no point fighting for it.
Because both of us are bad.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
And one of the worst performances I've seen from KDB. I mean, it was his last derby match, so
derby.
Pep didn't take him off. But yeah, it was a
Questionable game.
Yeah.
But moving on to better games, hopefully better games.
Better games.
So let's start with the topic. The first match of the night will be, which is
Yeah, let's open the.
let's start with official news and lineups and everything.
There's no editing during the podcast, so whatever you'll see is like raw.
Raw footage.
Yeah, we have written it down.
Yeah.
We have written it down because we are very bad at remembering stuff.
So let's start with the first game, Madrid Arsenal.
Yeah.
So see, as you can see, Madrid fan. This is actually the first.
And
video.
we both love Arsenal.
Absolutely adore Arsenal. By the way.
They're the best team in the Premier
They
League.
don't choke at all.
They don't choke at all. They are not thinking of next season.
And so yeah, I'm a Madrid fan. This is actually the first video where I am supporting Madrid.
And the first video where I am not against you. I also want Madrid to win.
Because, but we love Arsenal for sure.
We love Arsenal. The best team.
So let's get into the match.
Yeah.
So let's start with Arsenal since we love them so much.
Yeah. They drew 1-1.
1-1 against Everton. A questionable draw.
Yeah.
Because there was some controversy regarding the final whistle, which I don't care. It didn't change anything.
30 seconds doesn't make a difference.
It didn't change anything.
Yeah.
They just want to cry like they always do.
Yeah.
So they had a draw and Madrid lost.
You know, Madrid's match, Sid was busy watching the Honey Singh concert when I was watching the match for him. And trust me when I say this, it didn't look like a Madrid match. Like, you know, the players, they are so good. But to me, I think Ancelotti is not doing his best.
I would agree with that because Ancelotti as a whole, he doesn't have any set tactics. Like all that managers have tactics.
Yeah.
He just has the support of his star players, the star power of our team.
I think he's not able to manage those egos. You know, the star players, I mean, probably one of the best midfielders currently. Valverde is playing in your team. Mbappe, one of the best players
of all
of this generation is playing in your team. Vinny, one of the worst penalties I've seen.
What was that? But Vinny as a whole is a very good player. He was in
that's
supposed to win the Ballon d'Or, like
against Valencia, man. Against Valencia,
and that too before such a crucial game. People always expect you to be in form before big games.
Exactly. And Madrid didn't look like they were wanting to win. We could all see that they are trying. It's just I feel like the tactics, man.
The tactics aren't working.
Yeah.
He's not bringing. First of all, Asensio. Why is he not starting every game?
Why is Chouameni playing at centre back?
He's not. Chouameni as a midfielder is one of the best midfielders.
Yeah.
There is a stat where it shows he's very good.
And City are trying to sign him.
We are not letting him go. We are not playing him in his preferred position.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Because there's a stat. The 3 games we've lost are the ones where Asensio is not starting.
Yeah.
The manager and the management just blind? Can't they just see that Asensio is crucial for us right now? Maybe you rest him, but why?
Exactly. I mean, the match seemed like Madrid are trying their best, but they're not able to, get those results. And for some team which is Valencia, home game at Bernabeu,
you can't be losing like that. Plus, if we were in a easy title race, I'd get it, resting the big players. But we are in a title race, a crucial one. Plus, Barca, more on that later, but they drew. We should have capitalized on that. Instead, we lost.
Madrid and Arsenal looking kind of the same right now.
I mean, before in the last podcast, I think we spoke about how Arsenal will just get battered.
Yeah.
But right now, I wouldn't say they would get battered. I still think Madrid will win, but it'll be close.
Like, I genuinely think that Madrid are having like that confidence issue right now. Yeah, like they think that they're going to win every match. By the end of the match, they'll win somehow. And for some reason, it's not happening. Yeah, you can't always rely on that. And coming to Arsenal.
Arsenal is just
do we really have to say anything?
It's just Arsenal. Everyone who watches football knows about Arsenal and what Arsenal do all the time.
I have a question. Do you think Saka's return does make a difference?
No, it doesn't. I would honestly say Trossard is a big game changer right now in their attack.
I mean, it was since the beginning of the season. I think Trossard probably has been performing consistently every match.
Plus, Martinelli after the international break has been playing well.
Yeah.
People are saying that he's he's Brazilian.
I always liked Martinelli. I felt like he was always a threat. But the rest of the team, I mean, sure, Declan Rice is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. But then as a team, I don't see them performing the way that everybody expects them to. Like,
plus,
title contenders
against Madrid in the Champions League of that big stage, I don't think.
I mean, drawing against Everton.
I
don't want to compare City with any other team, but the times when we won the league, we won it in style, man. We never drew against these. We never lost against these teams. We always won against difficult teams. I mean, this is not a title contender like team.
Like they shouldn't be winning, but they were. But then again, Arsenal being Arsenal, they bottled it again.
I mean, for comparison, Liverpool, they are the. Come on, let's be real. They are winning the Premier League easily. So they are the Premier League champions. But just look at them like in the other competitions, and right now
they crashed out. They crashed out bad.
If you look back for the last 4 years, we have been winning. And if you see, now is the time when you win matches. Now is the time when you prove that you are the best team in the league. And both like number 1 and number 2, Liverpool and Arsenal. This year the Premier League is very different. I mean, we can't say anything. But
the big six aren't the big six anymore.
Yeah, big six is not the big six anymore. All the teams like Southampton, they've probably got like 10 points in 30 games or something like that. The stats were. So the top of the league and at the bottom of the league, both are boring.
The mid-table is crazy.
The mid-table, like big clubs like United, Chelsea, Tottenham. I don't want to call Tottenham a big
but still, they are considered the big six,
yes.
So we'll give them that.
So they are fighting to be in the top 10.
What are we seeing at this moment?
So I think. Well, what do you think? Madrid versus Arsenal?
Madrid will win, but it will be close. I think it shouldn't be close, but it will be close because.
So first leg is at home or at away?
Let's just check it once. Plus, another big news: Gabriel is injured.
Best news.
Best news was Madrid fans.
Hate him, guys.
Arsenal were gunning on the fact that maybe he'll win. Maybe we'll get Rudiger and all banned. I'll just check it on my phone. Don't worry.
Okay. Thanks, man. Our setup hasn't been working.
A lot of struggles before this.
Man. See, I'll be honest. Trust the process. Next season it'll happen, Arsenal fans. It'll happen. Not this season. I don't think so.
I think it's at the Emirates, the first leg.
It's easy Madrid. Do you really think if Madrid closes those shutters down, letting the fans shout?
Emirates, it doesn't matter where Madrid plays except the Camp Nou.
Yeah,
that's a big difference for us. But more on that in an El Clasico week.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's gonna be
fun. But yeah, they're gonna win against Arsenal.
It won't be like a I don't think Madrid's going to sweep Arsenal.
It's not going to sweep, but
but then one more thing, Arsenal has that intensity. I think the Premier League is more intense.
Like, we were talking about the fact that also the wing positions.
Yeah, I think the wide play of Arsenal, like Madrid is very bad at that. I mean, Vasquez and Fran Garcia or Mendy, I don't think they'll be able to keep up. Because
unless Valverde starts as right back,
I think it might happen. It might happen.
Who's the left winger? Martinelli, right? Not Trossard.
Trossard also.
So Trossard and Valverde will be a good matchup, I think.
Yeah.
So if Valverde starts as the right back, I think there's a chance we stop them. Yeah. Other than that, I think we'll struggle. Because the crosses they'll
Timber, I think, is playing as centre back. Who's playing as right back for Arsenal? I think is Timber playing as right back?
I think he's playing because right now he may shift to the centre back because Gabriel is gone.
Yeah.
So they have that guy, Calafiori.
Wasn't he injured?
Calafiori is injured.
I think he was. We don't know. But
we don't know. We love Arsenal, but we don't follow them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But all in all, I think Madrid wins.
Yeah, definitely. I think Madrid has the chance. I mean, it's their competition.
It's their competition. Nothing you can predict on. You can predict what Madrid will do in the Champions League.
Yeah, but what's your prediction? For the first leg at least. So by the time the video comes out, the first leg will be done. So you guys can roast us in the comment.
I think 3-1 Madrid.
First leg. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Yeah.
I think the Bernabeu game will be a draw because for some reason Madrid don't play well at the Bernabeu.
That's so weird.
Because we saw them losing against Valencia in the Bernabeu. Like, why?
Yeah, I watched a Madrid match after a long time because I was like, let's watch it.
And plus, I wasn't watching, so he was doing me a favor.
Yeah, so I was like, let's watch it. My God, boring.
So bad.
Yeah.
And Vinny shouldn't be taking those penalties. We have Mbappe. Like, he scored 2 penalties in a World Cup final.
Yeah, 4 goals.
4 goals. Like, the shootout goal, the hat trick. My God. Mbappe is Mbappe.
Yeah,
you have to trust him in these moments.
I think the only thing that Mbappe lacks a little bit is the physicality.
Yeah. This off-season will be important for him. He has to prepare himself for the next season because Barca is coming again.
Next season is going to be really
because all the teams are preparing themselves.
Yeah, there's not like one team like the best team. Probably Barca. Yeah.
And right now Barca is the best.
Yeah.
But all the teams, this will be a very fun transfer window, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a crazy transfer window because there are no like predictable
everybody
transfers.
Wants to leave, bring in players, big names, small names.
Every team is going for like same players. So that is the fun part.
One player is a target for 5 different teams.
Yeah. But sorry for Man United fans.
We won't be getting any unless we win the Europa League.
Still, I don't think.
Maybe one big name, one other than that, the academy players.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep our players, but we spoke on that already, so let's not waste time.
So 3-1.
3-1, and you're for a 1-1.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good neutral point.
Yeah.
Either one of us is gonna get roasted.
Yeah.
So fair enough. Let's move on to the second match.
Bayern vs Inter.
Good match.
It's gonna be like the Champions League is booming right now. It's great matchups.
Bayern Inter will be fun because these two are the 2 leagues where people don't watch them, but they know these teams.
Yeah.
So first of all, Bayern, they won their game against
Augsburg
3-1. And Inter drew against Parma.
And Musiala got injured.
Big injury by the way. Big blow for Bayern.
And I think they have replacements.
They have Sane on the bench.
They have Gnabry. They have Muller who's leaving. So I think Muller is going to play. I think Muller is going to play.
And Company is a okay manager.
Yeah, he was the manager of Burnley.
I don't know how. I think Sean Dyche said something, right? If he did the same job in a lesser budget, yet he didn't get a Bayern job.
Yeah. See, Company, he hasn't still like gotten the trust from like people like that he is a good manager because he is the manager of Bayern. The club who has been winning the league since I don't know how long. So
and the one season they didn't win, Harry Kane joined. It's just funny at this point.
And the one season like Leverkusen had like a wonder season.
That can't be replicated.
Yeah. So and hopefully Wirtz comes to City.
I think Wirtz should go. Madrid, if he comes to Madrid, there's no point. He won't start every game.
But then he's a German player, no? So people are saying he might go to Bayern. Like Musiala and Wirtz.
There's always this thing.
And he has a good partnership with Musiala. So
and every other team in the Bundesliga except Bayern, the good players go to Bayern.
There are just 3 options. Either he comes to City, either he goes to Bayern, either he signs like a contract at Leverkusen and he goes to Madrid the next season. It's the 3 options.
3 options. Yeah. And I think the most common one should be Bayern or Man City.
Yeah, like he should come to City, man. It's a new era. He can be like a part of the new City era.
Or he can be Muller's replacement as a cam. Can you imagine Hurricane striker, Wirtz cam, left Musiala, right Olise? My God.
He reminds me of David Silva a little bit.
He has the flair.
Yeah, he has the flair. He knows how to pass. He knows how to shoot.
But moving on to the match.
Yeah, Inter.
Very good season.
I love Inter.
Serie has been so good this season. My God, so close.
Yeah, like it's a very different kind of a league. Very slow, very defensive. Inter has one of the craziest tactics. Like Inzaghi, I really like Inzaghi because we played against them during the Champions League. We played against them this season as well. Defensively, they're really good. And Bayern seems like a team, Company is the manager. So they are like a possession-based team, right? So I feel like defensively Inter is going to do great. And on the ball they are very weird. They have like this weird tactic where the centre backs move forward, the midfielders drop down.
It's like a Amorim system that actually works.
Yeah, kind of. You can say kind of because they don't have that pressing kind of a thing. They sit back. They are happy to sit back. But it's very difficult to say because Bayern and Inter, they are very contrasting teams, and Bayern has the capability of countering transitions. They're really good at transitions as well because they have Sane, they have Olise, they have Nabri, they have people who can run, and they also have clinical finishers like Harry Kane. And they have also like Muller, who is like great at creating. They are very good creatively. So it's a very difficult to predict what this game's gonna turn out to be. It's very difficult, but I do think Bayern is gonna edge.
Same.
Yeah, but I think Bayern is gonna edge. Like if Inter has the they have that thing where they make the game dull.
Yeah.
They can just sit back, wait.
They have like Bastoni.
Yeah.
Amazing defender. They have Barella moving with the ball up and
I think probably the best defender.
Bastoni,
Yeah, right now.
Maybe, not a bad shout.
At the same level as Van Dijk, I might say. Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. But so they are very happy to sit back. They'll wait for you to make a mistake, and after that the way they build up is just crazy. Like the tactics, even Pep Guardiola said, like players like Barella, very underrated players. Like very underrated player. I think they have the chance to turn the game around. But I don't know if the home, once check what's at home. But I think if at home, Bayern might draw.
I'm actually going with the same prediction.
Yeah.
It's a draw, I think.
I don't want to be here, on the
Bayern
safe side.
Allianz.
I don't want to be on the safe side.
First leg is in the Allianz.
Yeah. I don't want to be on the safe side, but I said Arsenal Madrid is going to be a draw as well, but I think it might be a draw.
Same. I think I'll go with your score only, 1-1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be high scoring because both teams are defensively very well.
I don't know if Bayern is defensively that good.
They have Kimmich though. It's going to be a rock for them. And plus Kim Min-jae. They will miss Alphonso Davies.
That is true.
Big miss.
But they do have like players who can run. They do have players who can run.
They make up for the defensive mistakes or weakness with the attack.
Yeah.
Even though Musiala is gone, but they have good replacements.
Olise is a baller, man.
Olise, he's been balling out for France.
City Academy, man. City Academy.
City Academy has always been good. I can't even argue with that.
Yeah. So I think Bayern and Inter might be a good
draw.
Good watch.
It will be a good watch. It will be fun to watch the two teams going up against each other.
Again, I'll be watching. I'll be watching for you
because I'll have some college issues and dramas to attend.
Yeah, I'll be watching, and I'll be watching both in both screens. I think I'm really hoping to watch Bayern and Inter more than Madrid and Arsenal. Yeah,
because it will be fun. It's not. It's Goliath versus Goliath.
Yeah.
There's no weak team here.
Yeah.
Like Madrid, Arsenal, you could make a case that Arsenal are the latter.
Yeah.
Madrid are the favorites. Here, no one is a favorite.
Yeah.
So it's a draw from both of our predictions.
Yeah.
So the third match.
Yeah, Goliath versus Goliath.
Goliath versus Goliath.
Barca versus Dortmund.
I mean, at this point, are we even come? Like, Dortmund are good, don't get me wrong.
They won their game 4-1 against Freiburg.
And even though Barca drew, Barca's favorites to win the whole goddamn competition. They are not getting
just
knocked out.
Champions League.
Everything. They are on a treble winning streak right now. So, it doesn't matter what happened in the previous
game. And it would be really deserving.
How they have turned their season around.
Videos coming out soon, guys, by the way.
Hito is going to be doing a deep dive on it. Very good video. Please watch it.
And I think Barca deserves to win it. Like, you watch their matches. There was a point where City matches, they were so good to watch. Controlling the game, players gliding. And Barca is not the same as City. Like, the way they fluidly move the ball. Frankie de Jong's at his best again. Pedri, one of the best midfielders currently.
And their front three, my god. They just scored an assist for fun.
I mean, never in my life would have thought that I would say that Lewandowski is still at the same level.
At this age.
Same as Rafinha.
Yamal we expected. Like
Yamal was always, after Xavi, we all expected him to reach those levels. But
Rafinha, I think, is a bigger surprise for everyone. No
big surprise.
Barca's main man to be Rafinha of all people. But this...
And about Dortmund, I don't think we need to say much. I don't think Dortmund...
Last season was their only hope to win. And they could have. They were very close.
Yeah.
I watched the whole... I think you was the final.
Yeah.
The first half they dominated. Madrid couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And then in Madrid style, they just win. You can't expect them to do anything.
I mean, I was wanting Dortmund to win because it would have been like a underdog story. But then...
And the first leg is at the Camp Nou, bhai. It's done.
It's not happening.
Dortmund aren't surviving the Camp Nou. So I think it's a 3-1 win for Barca maybe. Or more actually.
Yeah, actually. It might be 4-0.
Because they thrashed Benfica, right?
Yeah.
Even though they were down. And they have been thrashing teams. Madrid, 4 goals and 5 goals against Madrid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 3-0 for me.
I think it's 4-0. It's going to be 4-0 easily because the players they have got huge players who can they are very young, but they are performing. They're performing at this levels that Madrid is not being able to perform at.
Madrid can't replicate, and they didn't bring or buy players. They just, as in Barca fashion, La Masia, Kubarsi. What a defender! Him and Asensio, even Dean Hudson.
Yeah.
Spain's defense line is going to be fun. Spain is going to be a good team in the future.
Spain is a good team.
Spain is a good team.
During the Euros also, I said, they have good players they're defensively. If you look at right back, I think they have currently they have Pedro Porro.
But Carvajal started in the Euros. Yeah. That controversial red card against Germany.
I mean, and he played really good. He scored a goal as well. Carvajal, I think after Carvajal, I think it's going to be Pedro Porro. Left back, Cucurella plays shit for Chelsea.
But Spain is so good.
In Spain, he plays great. So left back is also good.
And then the 3 centre back options they have.
They have, I think, Kubarsi,
Asensio,
and
Hudson. Hudson is
and Leno Mand as well.
Leno Mand. And Asensio is Hudson is rumored to be coming to Madrid. Like he's a top target after Trent. Maybe. Leno Mand plays for Barca.
No. He plays for Atletico, I think. So, and defensively as well, if we take CDM as well, Zubimendi, Rodri.
Spain is stacked.
Yeah. They always were. I think, there was like a
transition phase.
Yeah, but they're back. They're back. Like Nico Williams, Yamal. I think their only issue is the striker, I think. I don't think Morata
doesn't deserve to be in that team actually.
I don't think
he did well again in the Euros. He captained
in the Nations League. He wasn't good.
He
wasn't good.
So I think they are.
I think Ferran Torres can play at his. Is Ferran Torres Spanish?
Yeah.
So Ferran Torres can play.
Or maybe they move Nico to the striker spot and Ferran to the wing.
Anything.
It's up to them. Yeah. False 9, anything. But in this context, I think Barca is a easy, comfortable win.
Easy.
And then the final matchup. I think the best matchup.
Yeah.
The most fun to watch, at least.
It's going to be very fun to watch because we don't know what might happen. Both the teams are very
unexpected. First of all, nobody expected these 2 teams to be in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But my God, so the first team is PSG.
Oh,
the revelations after Barca, maybe the biggest revelation story of the season. They actually just won the league, right?
Yeah.
We put it up.
I put it up on the story. Yeah.
So and they are undefeated in the league.
Yeah.
And they won with 5 or 6 games in their hand.
Yeah.
Liga is leave it. So
it's the Farmers League, but after Mbappe, after their story of getting the star players, and they invested in talent,
and they worked out so well. Luis Enrique, I'm so happy for the man.
It is because of Luis Enrique that they have reached this stage. I think there are a few players who in their first season did wonders. Slot did great. But Luis Enrique,
man.
So I think it comes down to Flick, Enrique and Slot. Their first seasons they have done so well.
Even though Slot couldn't manage to win the Champions, but he still did well.
Yeah, I mean Slot kind of. I think I would put Slot at the last because Klopp left a big foundation for Slot to
for this to be his first team is wonders. City United when moving on from the big manager. After Ferguson, we had a bad squad.
I mean, our squad when Pep Guardiola came in, man. We had players like Aguero, we had Fernandinho, we had Toure, but we
still
Company. We had Company, we had De Bruyne. So it was a good squad, but this squad wasn't
built.
Yeah, built.
Where Klopp basically built it from the ground up.
Yeah.
And he did well with obviously.
I mean, a few good signings. Did McAllister sign this season?
No, previous. He was under Klopp only.
So few good signings like Gravenberch, McAllister. They changing a little bit and in the tactics and then performing so well.
He had the squad made for him. So, but Enrique.
Yeah, Enrique had to build it from the ground up. Suddenly Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. every player in that team, from the defense to the forwards, like everyone, like people I didn't expect. Pacho, like I didn't know him. Who I didn't know, like some defense. I saw him first in career mode, and Nuno Mendes against Salah. Hakimi, I don't think he's playing at the same level, but
I still think he's very good.
Yeah, he's still very good. João Neves played very bad in the Nations League. Even Vitinha, Portugal is not.
Portugal didn't play well.
Yeah. So, but they in the PSG team, they control the midfield, and the way they are playing again, they played against Liverpool, like against the pressing of Liverpool to create space. Great to watch, and I think against Villa also they're gonna do something great.
They have players who complement each other so well.
Yeah.
Like they are big names, not the big names, but they are big names already.
But still, I think there are some
hidden talents.
Yeah, like it's going to be a good watch because coming to Villa as well. After reaching the Champions League spot, great additions to the team.
The loan signings, normal signings, everything. They worked. Like they didn't spend unnecessarily.
Yeah.
They brought in what was needed and they are working wonders. They recently won 2-1 against Nottingham, another very Villa-esque team who are doing so well this season.
Yeah.
That was actually more fun than the derby.
Yeah.
You should have actually seen that one instead.
Morgan Rogers, City Acad. Again,
another City Academy player playing well. But Villa.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I didn't know they have Matson, they have Mullen, they have Rashford, Asensio.
They have Dibu Martinez obviously in goal.
Morgan Rogers. Players who are playing at the top of their level. So I think it'll be a good watch because I think PSG and Villa in terms of quality, similar kind of.
And it's filled with ballers. Like you'll enjoy the match if you actually. This is our recommendation for if you want to watch a match.
Yeah.
Like Indian fans, Asian fans actually, they have to stay up all night to watch it. So this will be a match worth watching. At least we think it is.
Definitely. And it's like both the teams have to prove something. Both the teams have to prove something because PSG doesn't have any superstar. Villa doesn't have like a superstar. So I think it'll be great to watch. I think is what was the striker's name? Ollie Watkins. Is he injured?
The game open up right here. Ollie Watkins is not injured, I think.
So even Ollie Watkins.
And he is Arsenal's target.
Come on, man. Come on.
So another. It's difficult to predict this one. I genuinely have, but I still think PSG is gonna win because
I think it will be 2-0.
PSG.
Yeah.
They have the experience, and in the Champions League, especially in the latter stages, experience matters.
Yeah.
That's why Madrid edges out Arsenal as well.
I think they won like 1-0 against Bayern Munich.
Who?
Villa.
Villa.
So I think without Rashford, without Asensio, without the new signings, so they do have the quality. But with the new signings, with the new tactics, I think Unai Emery is doing a great job. So I think they have the quality, but then
PSG. I still think they need a season or two, and they were
PSG won against Liverpool,
PSG.
Man. But then again, Liverpool weren't at their best. They started to dip in form like after.
And plus, it was a penalty shootout. Penalty shootouts are very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Even the best of the best can lose in a shootout.
Yeah.
We watched Messi in the 2016 Copa America final lose.
We don't talk about that.
So penalties nobody can predict. PSG won. That was good to watch for us as a United and City fans. We enjoyed that, but I think PSG wins this.
PSG wins easily.
Aston Villa have an amazing future.
Yeah.
If they had drawn against Dortmund or Inter or Bayern, maybe I think Villa could have gone to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
But PSG was unlucky on this because PSG and Barca is a very realistic final right now.
Yeah.
As much as it hurts me as a Madrid fan, if our predictions go right, Madrid and PSG face off against each other. Big matchup.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to predict who will go through. So in terms of the score predictions for this match, I think I'll go 2-1 Villa. 2-1 PSG.
2-1 PSG. I would go 2-0.
2-0. I think Villa scores, but a 2-0 is respectable as well. So, but we both agree it's gonna be PSG. At least for the first leg.
Definitely.
These predictions are for the first leg.
First leg, yeah. Second leg, we'll make one more podcast.
Post-match.
Yeah.
So, a final rundown on the score prediction.
Yeah.
Firstly, Madrid Arsenal, I said it's 3-1.
I go Madrid. For 1-1 draw.
1-1. Fine. Yeah. So, Bayern and Inter, I said what? 2-0 or 3-0? No.
You went with a
also
draw.
Barca.
1-1.
Oh, 1-1. We both
Yeah.
agreed on a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
For Barca, I think it's 3-0. You said 4-0.
4-0. Yeah.
And for PSG, it's 2-1 and
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
So we disagree on this Madrid Arsenal, but not completely disagree.
Yeah.
You say it's a draw for the first leg and it's a win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our score predictions.
Yeah.
And this is only for the first leg again.
Yeah.
Second leg will be back after the first leg because this may be completely wrong or completely right. No
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah. And I think we all know, like, I think Madrid is going through. I think Bayern is going through. I think Barca is going through and PSG.
So the final four we are predicting is going to be classic UCL giants. PSG may not be a giant, but you still expect this name to be in the competition.
Yeah.
And Barca, Madrid the most wins.
Yeah.
If we eliminate Milan,
Yeah.
it's just Barca and Bayern, the
Yeah.
next two big giants. So yeah, that's it for this podcast.
Yeah.
We have two very exciting videos actually coming
Yeah.
up. One on Barca and one on Madrid.
Actually.
The Madrid video, it's, I guess, a very new topic.
Yeah, very new
Barca will be very informative, very
Yeah.
analytical, very informative.
Yeah.
Do tune in.
Yeah.
It's all lined up for this week.
Yeah.
And anything else?
And watch our previous videos, guys.
Yeah, watch the videos, the shots. Like
Yeah.
from the shots, if you feel interested, go watch the whole video.
Yeah.
We even have live streams. Obviously, you don't have to watch the whole live stream.
Yeah.
But you can get from the cover image only what
Yeah.
it was about.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be uploading more content
Yeah,
on our
definitely.
Instagram as well. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
We are pretty active on there.
Yeah.
Before the videos at
Yeah.
least. But yeah. So that's it for this podcast, for this
Yes.
episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And feel free to comment your score predictions. And if you're watching this after the match, probably after the match only.
After the match,
So
yeah.
you can roast us
In the comments.
or agree with us, whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's all up to you guys. And yes, finally, a lot of people told us about the El Clasico type videos.
Yeah.
They already, it's starting.
Yeah. We'll make videos on Barca and Madrid because
It's
there's a lot
big
of fun.
topic.
Yeah.
Huh? But to start off, we'll be starting off with Madrid and Barca this week
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. So
So stay tuned, guys. Cheers and bye bye.
yes. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye, guys.